I don't know why my recording is yet to start. Okay, very well. Now, I was saying something concerning the foundation. Yes, uh, every one of us here can testify that this is a very profitable course. I believe you made some finding about data analytics, and you also saw the demonstrations and what we did in the first class. Yes. If you have, meanwhile, the foundation is open for partnership and collaboration. If you have a brand you want to uh, promote or you want to partner with B.O.F with your brand or your company, as the case may be, you can do well to reach any of the admin or Professor Bodlon Media himself. Okay. I believe that is understood. All right. Um, Without wasting much time, I would want us to have a review of the last class. Yes. So quickly, I want you in the comment box to drop key points or things you were able to get from the last class. And for some of you, I also recommended to go watch the video. Yes, some persons were testifying in my DM that they understood better after watching the video. So if you have such testimony, you should drop it in the comment box also. Yes, if there is something that is still bothering you from the last class, you're not able to figure out, I want you to drop in the comment box. Yes. Okay. That being said, um, I want to quickly touch something before we go fully into tonight's class. Now, in the first class, I talked about connecting your data source and how you can import your data into Power BI, right? So I think there was a demonstration I was about making concerning connecting to a live API or connecting to a data source live, and it did not really give me what I wanted, but I went ahead because of time. So I was before few minutes before this class, I had to just go look it up again and saw what was the problem. So I'll be presenting my screen right now. Okay, let me show you the screen anyway. So, okay, please, I want you to confirm if you can see my screen. You can give a thumbs up, a reaction in the comment box, as the case may be. Yes. Okay, very well. Now, um, when I came to data.gov, which was one of the platforms I told you about Cargo also. Okay, so I searched for one of the data sets, LBIC, field banks, right? Now, that data set in particular, the download button was not directed to the CSV file. So that was the reason for the result I saw when the connection established FBIC. Let me show you the difference now. FBIC failed banks. Okay, so I believe this was the first one we followed. Yes. Now, this was supposed to be the download button, but ideally, ideally, this was supposed to be the download button. But if you click on it, it's not downloading the CSV file. So that was why it's taken to, you see, is routed to this page. That was why when our connection established, if you watch that first class video, I was seeing some things like HTML files instead of the CSV file. So why am I illustrating this? What led to this was when I was talking about connecting to data sets real time. Okay, so that's why I'm going over it again, because you might still need it. Now, it's just for you to look for the direct download button. That is just the solution. Okay, So just because this is not a direct download button, that was why we're having that error. Now, for example, I search for another data set, social media trends. Okay. And okay, let's just use this diabetes data set. Okay, so you can see detail of the data set here. Now, this is ideally the direct download button. If I should click on it now, you see the CSV file downloaded. So this is the exact direct download button. Now, to connect to it real time, I I believe I'm not rushing. So to connect to it real time, you just right click and copy link. Just the same illustration I gave you. Okay. Now, and then when you come to your Power BI, um, under get data, you use the web option. Okay, it's coming up. Paste your URL. All right. So we are at the direct spot, and then click OK. So the dialog box will load up, and you'll see a preview of the data set. Can you see that? Mhm. So if you get this, I want you to give me a thumbs up. Yes, and I will want you to try it on your end after. Okay, Jefta, go ahead with your question.
Sorry, sir. I don't know if it's your network or it's my own. I don't know. I can't hear you clearly. I can barely hear you.
Really?
Yeah, like the
Okay.
volume is very low.
I
I
believe-
don't know if it can be audible because I can't hear you.
Okay, let me see how to make this better. Okay, can you hear me better now?
Yeah, yeah, it's better now.
Okay, very well. So let's go ahead with this. So um, I believe you saw the demo I did and you understood what I did. So, and the video of this class will still be uploaded for replay. So you can always rewatch that. Now, I dropped my slide. Yes, I dropped my slide before this class in the group, and I want to share this other one also. Okay.
Please excuse me, I have a question.
Okay, go ahead. I'm
Okay,
listening.
for the previous lesson, how do we see it on YouTube?
Okay, once you go to our YouTube channel, you see all the videos we upload at time. Our YouTube channel is Bologna Media Foundation. Our YouTube channel is Bologna Media Foundation. Yes, just Bologna Media Foundation. So, or if you search B.O.F, currently is well optimized. So, if you search any of these keywords, you should see this channel. Let me show you the profile. So, when you see it, you know it. Okay, so this is it. So, when you come to the channel, you see all videos uploaded. This is our last class. Okay, this is Python programming and all. So you can see all the videos. If I upload a new video, you also see it. All right. So that's answered. Now to our class for today. Back to what we have for today. All right. I just dropped the link to my slide in the comment box. So please follow it and so you can be on the same page with me. All right. Okay. Now let's look at what we are going to be learning today. And yes. I'm going to give you a new data set aside the one you use for day two. Okay, so I shared this drive link in the group. I'm going to paste the link here again. All right, I'm going to paste the link here again. Let me copy it. Logo, ask Victor. Yeah. Okay, so sorry about that. Now this is the link, the drive link. Now, this was the data set for the two. Okay, I sent this correct one this evening in the group. Okay, so this data set serves you for the one and the two. All right. Now for today's class, we are going to be using this one. Okay, this one that has modeling enhanced. Okay, because one of the things we are going to be looking at today is data modeling. All right. So now let's have an overview of what we are achieving today. Okay, so I want you to quickly download this data set, and if you've downloaded it, give me a thumbs up or tell me in the comment box. Please use the comment box. Okay, now today we are going to be understanding. Let me take it slowly. We are going to be understanding and apply column naming standard. Okay, to avoid analysis error. Yes. So I think earlier today, one of you contacted me and was like, okay, showed me a screenshot of the error he had with respect to the column name. So I just had to point back to what I said in the two class. Okay, following data text standardization and other data cleaning and transformation techniques, you are advised to follow a naming convention that would help you avoid analysis errors. All right. So, um, secondly, we'll do a quick cleaning and tune-up, especially with respect to um, uh, column naming. All right. And then we are going to build data relationships. So I'm going to illustrate and show you one-to-many relationship and all using our model view. All right. You're going to understand by the end of this class, you're going to understand star schema and why it is the secret of dashboards. Okay. And then use real world examples to tell smart story with your data. All right. So let's move ahead. Open to your Power BI with me. This guy handy. So open to your Power BI with me and let's get these guys done. Now I want you to import these data sets that I shared with you people now. I will talk about. Okay, import the data sets to your Power BI. I have it here. Um, this guy. Okay, so this is it. Model SME modeling enhance. Okay, so let me cancel this. This is not the one I want to go with. All right, so I'm going to import from Excel and select the data set. Now, this data has two sheets. Okay, and let it come up. I'm going to select the two sheets because we are working with the two. All right. Someone raising hand. Okay. Let me finish up. Load up, load up, load up. Okay, so here are the two sheets. Order and sales. So you have to check the two box. Okay. So if you check one, you are going to import only one. We'll need the two. All right. This data set is still talking about our um, SME store. All right. So it's still related to the previous data set, just that these are two other related tables. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and load the data. I believe you all have passed this stage now. So you can quickly load your data and follow me. Okay. So the two data sets are coming up. All right. So in the last class, I think I showed you a bit around the Power BI desktop interface. All right. This is our report view. Here we do all our visualization. All right. I talked about the data model view end or the data model view. So that is where we are going to be looking at today. Even as we're going to do a bit of cleaning. All right. I would want to ask a question for your data cleaning. A quick one. A quick question. I want to see your answer in the comment box. For your data cleaning, what tool do you use in Power BI? You can open your mic and answer me or drop it in the comment box. What is the name of the tool we use in Power BI? What did you use for your data
I think
transfer?
it's query editor.
All right, Power Query Editor. Okay, so now our data set is loaded, and let's check the model view first of all. Oh wow, it was able to detect. Power BI automatically detected a relationship between these two tables. All right, and meanwhile we can create more relationships. Okay, so this is a relationship between order ID on the sales table and order ID on the orders table. All right. Uh, um, okay, we are coming to, we're going to come back to this and see whether there is need for us to create another relationship that is not here already. Now, we're going to open our query editor by going to transform data to check for any cleaning, necessary cleaning or transformation we are supposed to do. Okay, so first of all, I think we want to attend to this guy. Here's my slide. Okay, so now if you check that our query, if you check our transformation table, you will notice this guy. You'll notice names like this: quantity sold. Now, this would cause an error if we are to use this for analysis, because of this space here. All right, Power BI would treat this as different entities. Okay, and is going to cause an error. I talked about some of this. Now, this is a good naming strategy using your underscore. All right, underscore, that hyphen that is a bit lower, so that's the underscore. So you either use your underscore or you merge the two words. Okay, that's writing them closely. All right, now this is to avoid error in your analysis. And how do you fix that? All right, we are already in query editor. Just like I illustrated in the last class, I would want you to be paying attention to the slides I'm sharing, okay, because I tend to put step-by-step guide. All right, so even if you are not following me real time, maybe because of your network failure, if you are with your slide, you should see the step of what I'm doing. Okay. So simple. How do we modify this quantity sold to quantity underscore sold or whatever naming convention that is going to be favorable for our analysis. Now, it's just for you to locate the name, the column name. All right. Right click on it, then change this quantity sold to quantity underscore sold. Okay, so let's try it out right away. Correct. Now, go and assign it. So now, two things. You can either double tap here and you do it, all right, but then that's the more easier way, or you can do the rename option. Right click on rename, okay, and then quantity underscore sold. Okay, so and then you hit enter. Remember I told you whatever change you make, it will appear here. All right, this is for you to keep track. So I want you to look at your data sets and correct any other thing that needs to be corrected. This guy, sales rep, okay, okay, unit costs, okay, okay, um, okay, I think we did. Order ID, all right. Okay, so that works. All right, so once you're done here, you just go ahead to close and then apply the changes. Say yes, and the changes will apply. Okay, so the changes is going to apply and the column will be renamed. Okay, yes, very well. Now this has applied and you're seeing that our column names are changing. All right, okay, I think I did this for sales, for the sales table. Okay, so to do the same thing for other table, still go from your transform data Power Query editor. Now this is because the sales table was the sheet selected. The sheet selected. So just go ahead, select this other guy and
You know
do
why
the same thing.
I say you should call Chama. She's
Okay.
working tomorrow. She's not going to be available. And
So
she's
please mute
because
your
I
mic.
asked her. She
Mute
said
your mic. Your
she
mic.
wanted to know
When you only for what?
Huh?
To cook.
to go to the market. We've not gone to, apart from the meat I bought, there's nothing else that I've been bought.
It's
Rice
okay.
I've
Guy,
not.
Even if you cannot go there, when you
Sir,
want to
please
do
mute
the
your mic.
market,
mute your mic. Mute your
yeah,
mic.
it's okay. Nothing is
Who is
not
making
doing
the
there.
list now?
Sir, mute
But
your
network,
mic. We all know.
when
You're telling the world about your meeting.
Mute your mic, sir. Mute your mic, abeg.
Okay. So follow me and do the same transformation. Everybody, please, right away. Do that to your data sets. Okay. All right. Okay, good. So I'm going to just apply this change and go ahead. Yes, so you can check for in the last class I treated how to handle blank rows and trim your values. So you can go ahead with that. All right. So now let me explain this data modeling and relationships. All right. Now imagine joining two puzzle pieces. All right. Together. just like this. That is literally what relationship. That's like a demo of relationship between data in Power BI. Please mute in Power BI. Okay. Now, um, you would you are seeing the connection from this table, the sales table, to the other table. But what is the relationship talking about, or how are they related? Use an instance of let's say a table having data of candidates that enrolled for JAMB, okay? And then there's another table that have the different scores of those candidates, okay? So when you enroll for JAMB, you you have to enroll for 4 courses, right? I believe it's still the same now. So you have to enroll for 4 courses, okay? And now you have different scores for those 4 courses, okay? Now there is a relationship between the table that has your name and the table that has your scores, the courses, your courses and the scores. All right. So, and if there is need for any analysis to be able to fish out maybe the candidates with the highest score in physics, as the case may be, first of all, you get to discover the highest score in physics, all right, by analyzing the course table, okay? And then when you detect the highest score in physics, for example, you now trace it to the name of the candidate that has that score. Okay, so that is basically relationship between tables, and that is how the operation happens. All right, in every um, database and data structure. Okay, so I often give instances with market square. The same scenario applies if you should go to um, a grocery store, okay, to buy a product. Now, for clean record, there should be a table or a database, a space in the database. A table is like a space in your database. Just take it like that for now, okay? So there should be a table, which is a space in the database where all products that is in stock are recorded. All right. Now, the grocery store don't know who is going to come by yet. Okay. So, but they have a record of the product they have in stock. All right. Now, when you go to Market Square, maybe from Lagos, you come to Port Harcourt and you go to Market Square to purchase a product, automatically you are a customer, right? So you come to buy a product. If there is need or if there is a request for you to maybe enter your name or in collecting any data from you, it is a plus to them. Okay, so maybe they can maintain customer relationship and all. But most grocery stores, there might not be need for that. They just want you want to buy and go easily. All right. So they can have your transaction history or your transaction details. And from there they can track your name and the transaction you made and the products you purchased. Okay, so this record will be recorded in another table in their database. Hey, please, I want you to follow me. Okay, so it's not complicated. You can get it. Please, if you are on same page with me, I want you to give me a thumbs up. Or please, how do I get this slide? I want you to give me a thumbs up or comment in the comment box. For the slide, I'm sharing it again. Okay, I'm sharing the link again. Okay. For your questions, just go ahead, keep dropping your questions. Okay, and I would let me just finish this explanation I have, then I would attend to you. Mhm. So now I just made an illustration of. Let me still be on that slide because that visual will help you understand what I'm talking about. Yes. So I'm just illustrating the relationship between um, different tables, which I simply illustrated to you as spaces in database. Okay. So now this is a relationship between a table, the product table, all right, and the customer table. Okay, so I'm still on the market square illustration. Okay, so I gave an analogy of having market square having products or any grocery store at all having products recorded in a table in their database, and then a customer walks in and make purchase. So whatever means of transaction or mode of transaction you use, whether bank transfer, credit card, as the case may be, is being recorded. Okay, so but then how does it relate to the product, or how do they relate it to whatever product you are purchasing? Okay, so it's going to make or build a relationship between the customer table and the product table. Okay, so this is what you basically illustrate in data modeling. Okay, all right. Before I go ahead, I would want to receive that question. Yes. Okay, go ahead. I don't know whether you were the person that raised hand before. We'll go ahead. Go ahead, go ahead. I'm listening.
Okay, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Please, thank you, sir. Please use the link for the data sets of yesterday and today that I actually want to share on.
The link to the data set. Okay, so I dropped
Yes.
it in the comments box. I'm sharing it again.
Okay. Is it possible to share the yesterday one, please, sir?
Is it possible to do what?
Yesterday data set as well. Is it possible for you to share it?
Yes, yes. The both data sets are in this drive now I shared. Okay, so
Okay.
look at the drive. This is yesterday's data set, and this is today's data set.
Okay.
Are you with me?
Yes. Thanks so much.
Okay. All right. Asking for slide of yesterday's class. Okay. I will be dropping the PDFs there also in the drive, so you people can look at it. Yes. This is the PDF for the yesterday class and the three classes today, yesterday, and day before yesterday, the first class. So it's still in the drive. So everything you access all your resources in this drive. Okay, I believe that's okay. Now let's go ahead. So the analogy I gave applies to these data sets. All right. So you are seeing the relationship between order ID and the order dates. Order ID here and order ID here. Okay. So sales rep. Okay, I remove that column. Okay, so in most cases, now let's say because maybe the developer is even if it's one developer, you can have such cases where, let's say I name a sales rep in this table, and now when I'm creating this database, I create a column named staff. All right. Now, you know that staff and sales rep are the same. Okay, so you can quickly just create a link between those two what's it called, those two tables. All right, so that is the scenario. And how do you create the link manually by yourself? Now this is it. You can drag, please follow me, everybody. You can drag whatever column name you want to relate to in the other table and connect them. Now this is going to come up, okay, and it will ask you to confirm that this is the connection you want to make. Okay, so it would want to point the relationship, want to point the relationship of this other table. Okay, let me go again. I drag column name to product table. All right, now from the other table, yes, column name is about to link to products in the sales table. All right, now the cardinalities automatically detect that this is a one-to-many relationship because different customers are linked to different products in this table. Hey, are you following me? If you're following me, I want you to give me a thumbs up or reply in the comment box. So, yes, now different customers are related to this product in the sales table. And yes, that is what we want to find out. Okay, so how do we do that? We can do both filters or single filters. Let's go with both for now. And then boom. The relationship is established. You're saying that, okay? Boom. So is a many-to-many relationship. Is not even a one-to-many relationship. It's a many-to-many relationship because a customer can appear even more than one time, more than once. All right. So that's why you're saying this asterisk. Now this is a one-to-one relationship. Other IDs, other ID here. Are you with me? So if it's a one-to-many relationship, you see one and asterisk. Are you following me? Yes, correct. Now, so I believe some of you are already getting acquainted with this, and I'm glad. So one thing I would also want to point out, yes, I'm seeing some of your dashboard. Okay, so the reason you are a data analyst, okay, so this is the essence of data analytics and analysis. Okay, is for you to be able to make meaning to data and put it in a way that it can be communicated to a layman with ease. Okay, so now, okay, I would come to your question. Now, also know that your dashboard should not be confusing. Yes, ensure organization and all. Okay, so later you'll get to that anyway. But first of all, know how to plot and make your analysis. I think by second week, that's when we should be getting to that functions and all. All right, we'll get to more advanced stuffs in data analysis, answer more high and intrinsic questions. So, but then I was talking about clean reports and storytelling with your data. Okay, so the essence of your analysis is to answer questions or to connect dots that are not looking clear. Okay, and to make room for your data to be used for uh, uh, effective predictions and to encourage informed decision making. All right. Okay. So, okay, let me take this question before I go ahead. Go ahead. Olubisi. Sorry
And
for
in the the customer relationship
I cannot hear you.
I said if it's that customer relationship that I want to take it, yeah, I didn't really get to many to many relationship. I always go down the
Okay.
the customer down
Okay, I should go over it again. If we have that time, we are supposed to be ending in a few seconds. I want to give you your tasks to do. Now, I basically explained your model view. Okay, that's where you get to see your table structures and build your relationship. So I basically explained how you can create a relationship between a table and another. Okay. Heh. If you paid attention to when I was illustrating um, market square or buying from a grocery store, I believe you should be able to follow up. So the same scenario applies to what I'm showing you here, what you are seeing here. Okay. Ahead. So in the first class, I talked about the second class, I talked about these data sets. Okay. And the aim of the project that we are learning with. Okay, so I'm trying to make us learn with the project. Okay, so this is not just theoretical, it's project based. The third week you get to do some other project. Now, what we are illustrating is the relationship between the orders table and the sales table. Follow me, please. And I made mention of the orders table having the data of different customer that place an order. In fact, this is what happened in Jumia database and Gigi. Okay, so when you sign up on Gigi or Jumia to place order on a product, yes, you signing up, the crates it stores in a space in the database, which I tend to illustrate to you as table. This is a table. Okay, this is orders table. All right. Now, just like having orders table, there can be a table for customer, like customers table. There you get to have the details, the full details of the customer, maybe name, address, and any other information you were able to get from the customer. Okay. Are you following me? Now, this customer, first of all, okay, first, they can sign up and maybe they have not placed an order yet. All right. And now there is room for what do we call it in hospitals? Outdoor patients. Okay, so patients that are not like registered patients in the hospital, they just come in and get service and go. The same thing applies to grocery stores. Okay, so when you go to grocery stores physically, please reduce the volume. Hey, the same thing applies to grocery stores. Okay, so when you go to some grocery stores physically, you are not expected to wait and be filling in your name, your signing up like properly with your details, right? Exactly. Now, how do you treat that? That is the reason for order table, because here we can have both registered customers and not registered customers. Okay, so but among all of them, there should be a key identifier, which is called order ID. I know I'm going deeper now. Okay, so but then still follow me. If you still don't understand me, write your question down, and if I've answered it, good. along the line. If I answer it along the line, because I'm trying to flow and explain everything. Okay, so this orders table should probably have a record of both registered and non-registered customers. Okay, so now how do you tend to track the record of non-registered customers? I made mention of the mode of transaction. Okay, so if somebody makes a transfer to you, a bank transfer to you, okay, you can see the person's name and the transaction ID. And that is why when you have a problem with any transaction, the bank requests for the transaction ID. Are you seeing why these data are relevant? Hmm? If you are following me, please, I want you to give me a thumbs up or comment in the comment box. Yes, so that is why the request for that transaction ID that is very long. Okay, so if it's an issue you want a refund or something, that is how they can be able to trace your transaction, even if you are not registered with the bank. All right, that is a case of this orders table. So if I should make a transfer to you from OPay to Fidelity and I'm not using Fidelity, all right, now Fidelity don't have my details, but from the transaction I made, they can have at least my name and the transaction detail, the transaction ID. So putting that in this scenario, you have the customer name and the order ID. By you placing an order on a product, automatically a unique identifier is generated. Okay, so and that is how you are able to track the order and relating it to sales table. Okay, so what are you relating it to here in sales table? Is the product you are purchasing, right? So that is the relationship between this table. Now, I made mention of this relationship sometimes being one-to-one, one-to-many, many-to-many. Hey, hope you're still following me. Okay, this is because I, as a customer, can make an order and it will just be for one product. Like I just walk into Market Square and I love their chicken pie. I just head on, just get my chicken pie, pay, and go. All right. Now, it records for that particular product I ordered. Hey, remember in our products table, we have, if you check on the table view, we have so many things. Let me see if I can open this also. Please mute your mic. Please mute your mic. Please mute your mic.
harka kuɗi can ta haɗa su saboda shi ya yi
Please mute.
demand ya nemi kuɗaɗe gaskiya a ofis ɗinsa kuma ana kuma yawan nema ko ba san ina kuɗin suke yi ba.
So, I was opening the. Oh my God! Mute your mic. Okay, so back to where I stopped. Yes, I was trying to talk about the relationship. Yes, one-to-many and many-to-many relationship. Now, in the product table, there are different products in stock. Okay, so now if you go to the product table, you are going to see different products. We have milk, we have butter, we have flour, we have bread, we have juice, as the case may be. Now, if I come and just make purchase for milk, okay, now it's just going to record my transaction, that which is my ID. Remember, you're working with the customer ID and the customer name. All right, the customer name and the customer ID to that product. All right. Now, this is a sales table. It means somebody can come in the morning and buy milk. Another person come in the afternoon and still buy milk. Okay. So there is many case of milk appearing here. This is with respect to the time the customers come to make this purchase. Hey, are you following me? So that is, there are many cases of one product. There are many cases of milk. All right. And if you go to the orders table, this different customer can come at different time to purchase. You are saying Okafor who? Okafor stores. Okay. And you're saying Okafor stores. Probably Okafor stores is a retail store somewhere coming to this bigger grocery store to purchase and sell in retail, like coming to purchase in wholesale and sell in retail. All right. So Okafor store come in the morning and purchase, let's say, and purchase 3 cartons of milk. All right. And maybe towards the afternoon, Okafor store is running out of stock because of maybe traffic in his local area, and there is need to restock bread. All right. Maybe early in the morning, people have finished buying bread. So he comes back to the same grocery store or comes back to our grocery store and make purchase for bread, so quantity. All right. Now, in our database, there is different case of Okafor store, mini relationship. To Okafor stores purchase in our sales record in one day, many to many relationship. Hey, did I explain it very well? Do you get what I just explained right now? If you
Yes, sir.
understand, if you understand that, please, I want you to comment and give me a thumbs up. Yes. So I believe that illustration is clear. So that is data modeling and data relationship in data analysis generally, not just using Power BI. So I was just showing you how you can do your connections on Power BI in your model view. Okay. So when you need to create a new relationship, automatically when you import spreadsheets, all right, or you import your data sets, Power BI automatically tend to look out for relationship that it could see and connect them. Okay. You saw that when we imported at first, other ID here and other ID here was already related. Okay. So now if there is one that is not here and you want to relate them, you can connect them by yourself, just like we did. Okay. For customer name and product. Okay. So that is data model view. Now I think we should be coming to the end of this class. Yes. Now let's look at your the tasks you're supposed to do. Okay, so I want you to go through the slide. I want you to go through the slide and do any other cleaning that is necessary. And let me look at your exercise. I put down something here. So try to rename all columns. I think so, no problem. Try to rename all columns that are not named properly. Try to detect at least one relationship in your model view or connect a relationship in your model view. Then I want you to build a visual that pulls from both tables. Okay, I'm going to do one. You're going to do another one by yourself. Oh, it's 9 o'clock. We don't have that time. So I want you to do it as an assignment. Okay, so it's in the assignment already. That's your die text, your die tax. Okay, so and just like you've been doing, okay, I want you to do the social media tax. with the exercise we've done. All right. Yes. Do it and use the hashtag. Please, we are checking all the posts. We'll come to LinkedIn and we search the hashtag and I don't see your own. Your score will not be recorded. Okay, so use the relevant hashtag. We've been using hashtag data hero. I'm going to drop it here. Okay, let me drop it in the comment box. I didn't remember adding it. Please come again. Wow. Okay, please, this video is recorded. You can look at it. I believe when you watch it again, you understand. I tried to explain it. Yes. So we are checking, we are using LinkedIn majorly, and the hashtag you should use include hashtag BOF Data Hero. Okay. Hashtag BOF Data Science, Data Analysis, DA Analysis. Okay, so these are the hashtags. Use them and we'll get to see your posts. Okay. Meanwhile, before tomorrow, I'm going to connect or share the link to the Google Classroom because some other exercise that you'll be taking is going to be in the Google Classroom. Your classroom is created already. You can see that. So just to make the recording easy, okay, and assessing you. So you'll be answering some quiz on using the platform. It will be recorded. Okay, Linus, go ahead. Linus, go ahead, please.
Okay, the group class or class group. I don't know if you have made an easy way of adding us. That's my first question.
Okay.
Then, secondly, is this Power BI accessible without data? As in, is it an offline? Can we work with it offline?
Yes.
That's my second question.
Okay.
It's just like we're just working offline. It's possible.
Yes, yes, very possible. The only time you might need data
Okay,
is maybe
thank
you
you.
want to use this guy field map. Okay, this guy works with data, so with that data it will not show. Okay, you can connect it, but then it will not show. So, but in our data set, nothing is field map, this visualization.
Okay,
In our
field
data
map.
set, yes, we don't need it now in our data sets. There is no, okay, we have location. Yeah, yeah. So you can use that. So it's going to need data to give you this visualization. Okay. So that's just it. I believe we've been able to make justice to tonight's class. Any other question before I end up?
And the recording of that, sir.
You said
The recording of that lecture.
it's on YouTube.
He
Go
didn't
to the
answer
YouTube channel, you see.
the class group.
Come again.
The class group. How can we get into the class group?
The class group, I believe some of you are still receiving mail, but then I did something yesterday. I told those of you that are not in the class group yet, okay, for you to be able to follow up, I created a Google document and I asked you to come type your what's it called, your Gmail. Okay, so I will share the link again here. Just put your Gmail there if you're not in the class group so that anything I want to share across to you, you can see it. Especially, like I said, I'm going to be sharing the link to this Google Classroom. Okay, so you can join the Google Classroom. All right. Meanwhile, you should make sure you sign up properly for the class because that's the data set I'm going to be working with, or we are going to be working with to give you certificate. All right. So you don't get your certificate if you're not registered. So here I'm dropping the link to this Google document. This Google document is open. You can come there, put your name if you are not yet in the WhatsApp group. I believe that's what you were talking about. You're not yet in the WhatsApp group. Yes. We need the video of the one and two. It's on YouTube. The videos are on YouTube. Go to YouTube and search Bodilon Media Foundation or at B.O.F Network. You will see the channel. Okay, you see our logo. You already know our logo. Yes. So I believe we've been able
Said on
to.
YouTube, I should go to work on YouTube. Then.
If you go to YouTube, search Bodilon Omije Foundation. Bodilon Omije Foundation.
Okay.
Search the name of that. Yes, you see our logo. You see us. This is the channel. Or you type at B.O.F Network to open. This is the channel. So you see every course video. This is yesterday's data analysis video. The one is also here. This is the one video, data analysis. So answered.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. So I want to use this opportunity again to make you remember that this foundation is sponsored, and you should do well to comment the pioneer when you are making your post also. Yes. Thank you. Have a wonderful night.